UFC Vegas 79 is coming up this weekend, and today, guys, I have all of the best bets for you to make this weekend. We're going to get into all of them with timestamps, by the way. If you'd like to skip to any particular part of the video, well, hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with too many YouTube channels, and welcome back to your complete betting guide for this weekend. Like I just said, for UFC Vegas 79, we're going to go through the confident picks of the card, underdog opportunities, fights that you should not be betting on, lock of the week, and we're going to finish the video off with some potential parlays that you can make, guys. Let's get into the video. Timestamps are there if you'd like to skip to any particular part. All right, guys, the first confident pick I have for you is actually going to be Muhammad Usman. Now, if you're familiar with how I do these videos, guys, I have an entire video talking about like breaking down every particular fight and going into like the records or fight styles, stuff like that. So if you're interested, go check out that video. But I'm going to do like a very quick sum up for these confident picks. So like I just said, Muhammad Usman, Jake Collier has been doing pretty much nothing but losing. And even in his win, it was unimpressive against Chase Sherman. Muhammad Usman, at least, like, while he is also a sloppy fighter, he will be bigger, he'll be stronger, he'll have better cardio. Jake Collier is probably going to lose this fight pretty bad. The next confident pick I have for you guys, and guys, honestly with you, I'm very confident in this pick. It's going to be Jacob Malkoun. Now, he's taking on Cody Brundage, who is coming off of the worst performance that I have seen in recent history. I mean, that could have been topped like this weekend, but this past weekend. But Cody Brundage, he's lost 3 in a row now. He's 8-5. This dude has no gas tank. We overrated him like crazy coming to the UFC. We're like, okay, maybe he can use his wrestling. Well, he can't. He can't hang with guys like Jacob Malkoun. I completely understand the 485 favorite right now. Actually, I have the update for you at this moment. And Jacob Malkoun is at least like Cody Brundage is now a 4-1 underdog. So this makes total sense to me, guys. Jacob Malkoun is going to steamroll Cody Brundage in this fight. And guys, the final confident pick I have for you right now is going to be Bryan Battle. Bryan Battle is somebody that I and like so many other people who are in the hardcore MMA base are really high on. Bryan Battle, even in his loss to Ranit Fakhretdinov, he spent the entire time doing nothing but showing heart, determination. He never gave up on himself. And AJ Fletcher, while the chance is always there, like AJ Fletcher isn't a bad fighter at all. I just think Bryan Battle has that potential to break into the top 15 of welterweight at the very least. I like Bryan Battle. I like how dangerous he is. I think he's more dangerous to AJ Fletcher, and I'm very confident that he's going to get the job done. All right, guys, let's talk about some underdog opportunities. The fights on the card, if you are going to look for value with an underdog, these are the fights that I believe you should be taking a look at. While I'm not necessarily picking these fighters, it's good value for what it is. And the first underdog opportunity I have for you guys is going to be Dan Ige. Dan Ige, at the moment of recording this video, is sitting at a plus 250 underdog. I think that's nuts for a guy who has been doing nothing but fighting the best of the best, the guy who has such dangerous striking. While Bryce Mitchell is a little bit of a problem when it comes to the matchup, I don't mind Dan Ige's chances. This dude can hang with anybody, and he can certainly hang with Bryce Mitchell. I could very well see him piecing up Bryce Mitchell. This dude's looking better every single time we see him. We know how hard he's training, and he's still only 32 years old with all of this experience. I don't mind Dan Ige's chances at all, and honestly, I'm leaning towards him in a pick, but I really don't like, this is a tough one. So if you're looking for underdog opportunities, look for Dan Ige. Moving on to the next fight, the next underdog opportunity I have for you guys is going to be Hannah Goldy. Now, there's not a really good reason why I'm picking Hannah Goldy. Right now, she is sitting at a 3-1 underdog. She is plus 300. I think Mizuki Inu is way overhyped. This is a very low-level WMA fight, and it's been 3 years since Mizuki Inu fought. Was she the better fighter? Probably, but not by much, to be honest with you. Both, I think this is a relatively low-level WMA fight, and if you're looking for, like, sometimes this stuff matters in this division. Hannah Goldy is built like a truck for that division, so, like, maybe she could use her strength, get a hold of her. Maybe she could use, like, a little bit more powerful kicks. I don't know. Mizuki's probably going to be the better fighter in there, but with all that inactivity coming back, and I just don't like this fight at all. So if you're looking for an underdog opportunity, this is one of those like strawweight fights where anything can happen. So I don't think Hannah Goldy is really a bad choice for an underdog. All right, guys, let's talk about fights to avoid. Fights that you should not be betting on. And the first one's going to be the main event. I think you are nuts if you are betting on Rafael Fiziev. Okay, so many people are talking about how great he is at striking, his takedown defense will be there, and Mateusz Gamrot got knocked down by Beneil Dariush. I don't care. Both of these guys can beat anybody in the division at any given time. I think you are flipping a coin. I think you are taking all of your money and throwing it on red if you are betting on this fight on either side. I think you're nuts. This is one of the highest level fights we've seen in recent history, and they're going to go toe-to-toe. If Fiziev gets it done, you know what? So what? Regardless, this isn't a safe bet at all. Guys, the other fight that I believe you should avoid is going to be Tim Means taking on Andre Fialho. Now, long story short, guys, these are two guys, they're on a bad losing streak, and neither of them have looked good as of recently. That's why. You can dive into the matchup, but man, like, Andre Fialho's been getting knocked out. Tim Means has been slow and losing his fights, so I don't really know who's going to win this fight. It's going to be really tough, so I think you should just stay away from this one in general. All right, guys, let's talk lock of the week. The fight on the card that I am most certain will win. Now, lock of the week, I was very hesitant to pick this fight because the division that it's in the history that we've seen, but it's got to be Marina Rodriguez, guys. It's got to be Marina Rodriguez. Michelle Waterson-Gomez has not looked good in God knows how long, but even in her win against Angela Hill, I thought she lost that fight, okay? She is coming in on such a horrible losing streak. Marina Rodriguez already beat her. It's probably going to be the same deal. I know Marina Rodriguez has been slipping up and she's 36 years old, but Michelle Waterson-Gomez is 37 years old now. She has a foot out the door. She was never that good. She has nothing but a karate stance, and like that just doesn't stack up to what Marina Rodriguez can do to her. We've already seen it. We have already seen it. Marina Rodriguez is going to go in there and just piece her apart. There is zero danger that Michelle Waterson-Gomez offers, and that's why I'm picking Marina Rodriguez. I'm very hesitant with this lock of the week, but guys, like, I cannot see Michelle Waterson winning this fight. I just can't. Now, guys, before we get into the other part of the video, I do want to talk about really quick what we have in the membership on the channel going on. If you are interested in seeing the official plays that I will be playing, because I am honestly a very, very safe bettor. I really am, and I want to add to these videos, these complete betting guide videos, how we do each week, because it's something I'm very interested in. I want to promote it to you guys. If you'd like to be a channel membership every single Friday, I will be posting every single fight that I will be betting on, my confidence level it. I'm going to be talking about all of it. I'm very, very into round betting, so if you're interested in seeing my official plays, check out the channel membership. Thank you so much, guys. Let's talk about potential parlays. All right, guys, let's see what we can do here. Now, something that I typically like to do is I like to pick a fighter that I'm very high on to wins, for example, like Bryan Battle, and I really like to add a 1.5 round bet with a women's MMA bout because, like, that's almost a sure thing in every single WMMA bout, unless you want to talk about Natalia Silva or someone on the come up just like that. I apologize if you just heard my dog. Anyways, there's like, I'm going to be definitely betting on all of the WMMA fighters to go over 1.5 rounds, and I really like that. And that's going to be something that'll be able to sprinkle. Like, if you pick Bryan Battle right now at 150, that should take you to over double your money. And that's what I really, really like about this. So honestly, I'm feeling good about this. I'm very tempted to hop on the Danny Ige right here. But the problem is, that's a little bit of a toughie because Bryce Mitchell's an absolute animal in there. So I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm going to hit that one. I'll be, again, like, if you want to check out the membership, let's see what I end up doing. But anyways, there is a lot of, like, decent odds here. If you want to take, like, the confident picks, typically what I end up doing just for fun is, like, all the confident picks, I end up putting in a parlay together because I'm confident in them. But then you're, like, really getting in a little bit risky territory because something's bound to go wrong. With the 4 confident picks with mine, it's almost 4 times your money. So, honestly, I will be hopping on that. I'll probably throw, like, $15 on that because take a look, like, man, when you make a 4-fighter parlay, something's bound to go wrong. Just look at all the weeks. Like, look what happened to Israel Adesanya. You can be, like, so confident in this sport, and then something can go wrong. So, typically, what I stick to is one fighter that I'm confident in winning, and then I parlay that. If the odds aren't good, I parlay that with a fight to go over 1.5 rounds. But it's not just the women's fights that I do that for. I end up doing it if you, like, you have 2 fighters that are just really, really tough. For example, one that I will absolutely be hopping on is Ricardo Ramos versus Charles Jourdain. 2 guys that are so tough, so good at fighting, so like you get you know what they're like when they hop in there. These 2 guys are great. So the odds of them finishing each other, unless it's like a Dustin Poirier to Justin Gaethje type thing, like 2 guys that constantly finish their opponents, I'm going to also bet 1.5 rounds on them. I'm going to do the same thing probably for Rafael Fiziev and Mateusz Gamrot. I don't see those guys finishing each other. Like, and I'm very, very conservative with it, and that's what I was talking about earlier when I'm very safe with my betting. You could go and do, like, maybe 3.5 rounds for Mateusz Gamrot and Rafael Fiziev. I don't mind that at all, but I'm just, give me my 1.5. I know I made a little bit of money there. That's typically how I bet. So, but there's a lot you could do here. I really, really like the 1.5 rounds on this card. There's a lot that I'm going to be doing for that. I love Marina Rodriguez in this. I think that is absolutely going to win. I think if Michelle Waterson wins this fight, I don't even know what to do anymore. I should probably just quit betting. Like, that's crazy, man. But there's a lot there. I really like it. If you want to do, like, even just Bryan Battle, Marina Rodriguez, like, that's almost twice your money. I like that a lot. You want to talk about, like, Muhammad Usman and, yeah, I wouldn't touch these fights. Like, you get the point, man. Even if you want to dive in an underdog opportunity, you could just, like, Dan Ige alone is $250. If you want to add Bryan Battle to it, that's 4 times your money just for 2 fights. But I don't think Dan Ige should be a 250 favorite at all, or underdog at all, guys. Jacob Malkoun, that makes sense for the odds. Jacob Malkoun and Marina Rodriguez are probably like my 2 most confident picks, so that's not really worth it. But parlay that with even Brian Battle. I don't mind that. Like we talked about, guys, there's some good opportunities here. This is going to be a good week for betting. I can feel it. But guys, with that is going to wrap up the complete betting guide for you guys today. Check out the membership, and thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you are new here and you enjoy the content, please consider hitting the like button with the channel a ton, and subscribe if you are brand new. If you want to check out the full card breakdown and prediction, I dive into every single matchup if you're interested in hearing my picks. But right now, if you want to just continue watching the channel, there'll be 2 videos on screen for you to check out right here. I will see you either there or in the next video, guys. Take care.